Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it's time for our day one patch review. Festival Legends went live while as I'm recording this today, but as you're watching this, yesterday with the new expansion, the new core set, a bunch of goodies in the shop, all sorts of craziness, and well, of course, the whole card game got, all the cards are in there. People are playing them. Is the game broken? Is it terrible? I don't think so. I actually had a lot of fun. It happened. Zeddy had fun. And we're going to talk about the first day of the expansion for Standard and Wild, as well as go over some possible bugs and issues in the game, and also just a shop update, including a preview of that ETC Warrior portrait and some diamond cards that were added. And yes, I wailed on everything. I am disgusting, but you guys already knew that. And I want to give a friendly reminder, we are on the road to 69,420 subs. And it would be awfully nice if you feel like I've earned your subscription to hit that sub button down below, give the video a like. When we hit that milestone, there's going to be an awfully nice giveaway. Yeah, I'm a child. I like the silly numbers. But anyways, let's get into the day one patch review. So the reason I have this image up was a lot of the early decks I was facing were like, Tony, King of Piracy, flipping my deck. I'm like, I'm having a lot of fun day one. I'm playing a bunch of different decks. But this card, I feel like, will sour things. And then, like, a few games later, it's all good. I played Control Priest, and I Harvester of Envy, and I stole their Jailer, I stole their Toady, and did the combo to them. It was one of those kind of expansion days where you just never knew what was going to happen. And yes, I'm going to keep wearing these. Douchebag Zeddy is unleashed. I had fun today, and I want to douchebag Zeddy it up. And yeah, it was pretty crazy, the overall day. The expansion itself was relatively bugless. There wasn't major issues. There were some shop issues, some minor things, but overall, I had a lot of fun. It was kind of summed up here by Leo, the set lead of the expansion. Again, congratulations to him. So how was day one of the festival? And outside of my snarky little comments of, I didn't flame any devs, I didn't go crazy. Just a lot of positivity. I didn't expect it to be that captivating, full of exploration. Outcast DH is a blast. It might be a little too much of a blast. But overall, just a lot of good comments, including most balanced day one I've experienced in a while. And I've got to say, nothing felt that out of line. Like, it was crazy how many decks I faced throughout the day. Yes, including multiple warrior decks, which I beat and also spanked me, destroyed me. So Warrior does seem playable. Every class seemed playable. Every class was doing something. But there does seem to be some outlier situations. When I was playing, it felt like Frost, Death Knight, and Outcast Demon Hunter felt like they were a little above the other stuff. And Donkey highlighted here using his site. He has his own website where that's actually where I posted the deck codes yesterday. If you haven't checked it out, it's a really cool site. You got streamer deck lists and all sorts of cool stuff. But he posted, at least from his sample size, about a pretty clear outlier with Death Knight and Demon Hunter. With the Outcast package, it's pretty nuts. And Deathlight it's Frost DK with the same cards. It really is. With Druid, Mage, and yes, Warrior, at least per their stats, being in the bottom of the barrel. Again, this is super early. People trying a lot of different stuff. Nothing's optimized, but you can see Hunter, Paladins up there, Priest, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, all seem like everything seemed remotely playable. But the cool thing about the expansion day, if you didn't play it today, I highly recommend logging into Hearthstone, playing what you can, because it's wide open. It is completely wide open. I feel like you could try a little bit of everything and anything and maybe have some success, have fun. And I will have a deck recommendation video tomorrow. Again, I don't know if I'll be recommending crafting anything this early, but I'll give you guys some more suggestions on what you can play. But you can take a look at yesterday's video still and, give those decks a try. And overall for me, day one was a ton of fun. How about Wild? And well, Wild has some real problems, as highlighted here by Corbett, who hit rank 1 legend with this statement: after over 12 months of campaigning, I'm here to announce Twig is finally getting nerfed within 2 weeks. He got rank 1 legend and took this list, which I tried out on stream. I did not lose a game. I went from like 500 legend to like 300. The only close games were the Mirror. Shocker, I know. But yeah, it's just Druid. You got Guff, but overall it runs one new card, and it's what we all feared. instrument tech, making Twig and Sphere not a high roll anymore. It's just too consistent. You always hit it, and then you obliterate your opponent with like Bran, Astalor, a new Bracon. It's the same old crap. It's literally the same Druid deck that we've had in Wild for a while with instrument tech, and yeah, it is utterly gross. Hit at 81% win rate. You can see he was starting to face Druids, and as I tweeted, I think it's time for Twig to finally get hit. I was really hopeful that last patch where they hit like Pillager, Parrot, and all of that, the Twig and Toxfin Flurgle, those two things would have been hit in it. Unfortunately, they weren't, and we're kind of seeing the repercussions of it now, and I do feel like if they only hit like Twig, then Toxfin Flurgle will be that other problem with Shutterwalk Shaman. So I hope that this is an eye-opener, and I do hope that they continue the Wild balance changes, because yeah, this style of gameplay, not really fun when your opponent has 10 mana on like turns 2 and 3, or if they guffed, they have like 17 to 20 mana on turns 5 and 6, and it's no longer a high roll when you can easily instrument tech. You can play guidance to get it, you can dredge it out with aquatic form. It's really hard to whiff, and yes, I did multiple times and still won, because you know, also Druid's kind of busted. That's Wild. Wild's pretty nasty. It needs some help, but what about the bug situation? There's always crazy bugs. Well, this was posted on the Hearthstone subreddit. Somebody play the jive spell, the 5-mana jive spell on a frog, like a hexed minion, and look at it. It turned into a legendary 8/8 frog. This is one bug where I really hope they don't fix it. The known issues tab was updated with basically some decks apparently being unplayable. Didn't really hear any issues of that. Also, certain diamond cards like Ragnaros, as well as Archbishop Benedictus, I believe, not making the transition into the core set properly. So if you add those cards and you're looking forward to playing them in standard, they are currently unavailable. It will be updated in a future patch. One bug I did note that wasn't listed on that whole issues thing is Path of Arthas, that whole like mini collection of Death Knight cards, is no longer in the shop. It has disappeared, and it's not obtainable through card packs. Like, that's like a little mini set thing, and I feel like they just overlooked it. I haven't got confirmation from any devs on this, because yeah, when things go to Wild, like take a look at the Year of the Griffin, you no longer can get the mini set with gold in the client. It disappears. You no longer can get that. United Stormwind's mini set is not purchasable, but Path of Arthas has disappeared. So if you were looking to get that, yeah, it looks like it's missing, and hopefully it'll get added soon, because maybe you want to play Death Knight. There were also other bundles added to the shop. There's these ranked bundles. Basically, they're just ways of filling up your collection. If you're looking to spend money on Hearthstone, buying the regular one, not the golden one. The golden ones are not worth your money, unless you're whaling like I do. Buying like a Festival Legends bundle, 1 of 2, which will eventually unlock the second one, is pretty decent value for your money. It really isn't that bad if you want to spend money on Hearthstone. They also added Diamond ETC and Diamond Rin to the shop, as we expected. They cost 2,500 runestones, or like 25 USD. They come with 3 golden packs, not signature packs. Those don't exist. And by the way, I opened like over 400 packs across like standard pack, class packs, golden packs. I opened 1 signature card. They are hard to come by, and unless you spend a fortune, you're not gonna have a complete collection. And no, I'm not going down that road, but I did get this card. It looks pretty cool, as well as Diamond Rin, same pricing, also looks really cool. But again, they're extremely expensive. These aren't even particularly the strongest cards in the game, but if you want to whale out and get them, you can. I just can't possibly recommend it. As well as we have the first ever Tavern Ticket Bundle. You get 11 Tavern Tickets for 2,000 runestones, or 25 Canadian, 20 USD, which is typically would cost you, what, 150 times 11 gold, right? So you're basically just spending money on gold, really, because you're not using that gold towards arena tickets or heroic brawls, whatever. So that's available there if you're interested. It's not a great deal, but if you play a lot of arena and you want to basically buy your gold, I guess go for it. They're experimenting with that. It's kind of interesting. And then there's a new portrait added to the shop in an Elite Torrent Chieftain bundle, a warrior portrait with a card back, 5 packs. I've unlocked him. I've got his animations of that, so I will show you what he looks like and sounds like and all of that cool stuff.
ETC versus Garrosh.
Time to get this show on the road. Hey, want a jam? You're hardcore. Yeah, thanks, Rocker. Woohoo! Maybe we better take that again. You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Job's done.
Peace. I'm out.
So yeah, Warrior, I don't know how good it is right now. It's certainly not looking amazing, but kind of playable. But yeah, that's kind of the updates for the game right now. There's the expansions in there, the core sets in there if you want to try out the new cards and all of that. It's a relatively bug-free expansion day. The meta is wide open. When I'm having fun, I feel like you guys have got to be having a little bit of fun out there. So if you haven't checked out Hearthstone in a while, I definitely recommend it. And tomorrow I will do my best, recommend some decks for you guys to play in both standard and wild. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.